for this evening's match. Out of the side is the lock forward Michael Duke. Greg Cox comes in, and it certainly is a much stronger Western Suburbs side than the one we saw here a fortnight ago when they got away with the Illawarra Steelers. They're coached by Len Stacker, and they are chock full of confidence as they go in against Cronulla Sutherland, who lost through suspension Michael Mullane at the weekend. He's out for a couple of weeks, but there has been some jubilation in the Cronulla camp today with Gavin Miller declaring himself fit to play following his match in the State of Origin at Lang Park last night. Here's the complete team on your screen, and you can see boasting tremendous experience in the forward line-out with Kurt Sorensen, Dane Sorensen, Gavin Miller himself, George Morocco and Roland Beckett, and the up-and-coming Stephen Hardy. Now it's with Wakefield as Cronulla come up with their first scrum, and he's immediately tidied up there by Batiste, who got out of the scrum quickly. It's gone to Miller. Batiste makes the tackle, pops it down to Lane. Lane is taken by his opposite number, Scott Gale, and again by Batiste. And Cronulla, they can see that try line is about 35 metres in front of them, but at the moment they're having a darn tussle, as are Western Suburbs, to break their opponent's defensive line. Hardy playing it. Dane Sorensen taking it up, looking for somebody to come with him, and he finds that man, Lane, but he's immediately swallowed up by Clark. Play on the 22 now, on the west end of the field. Kurt Sorensen got back and came onto it hard. He copped a tackle that might have been a touch high from Freeman. His head sat back on its shoulders as Miller puts up the bomb. A couple of these Cronulla players might be a touch offside as West go for it. The ball is loose, Stacks on the mill. And referee Gosha has given Cronulla 6 more tackles, and Ettinghausen could have gone himself. He has passed, and they have picked up a try, Cronulla. Greg Mullane is in to score. Greg Mullane has picked up the try for the Sharks. And see on close-up by Arthur Mountier and Bruce Clark. Miller across the ground, picking up the straight runners. Hardy, Freeman low, Batiste high with Donnelly, dummy half Beckett. That's the half lane. Now the 5/8 Wakefield chipping across the top. Coming in as David Green. Takes it nicely. Wakefield was able to knock him off balance, and Wakefield has hurt himself into the bargain. And so it's with Boland and swung out wide to Mountier and further to Harris. He juggled for a moment. Then he got around a man and in between two. And he sends Broughton down the flank, and he's tackled neatly. West winning the scrum. Terry Lamb has made a break outside 22. Chip over the head of Andrew Ettinghausen and regathers. And onto his feet again, the little fella, like a rubber ball. Back to Gale. Swept away to Wayne Smith. They're coming up to the halfway. This is Harris. Gives it to Broughton. Centre kick. Wayne Smith is following. Ettinghausen underneath it and takes it safely just inside his own 22.
Yes, but what a brilliant break from Terry Lamb running from the scrum half position. He stepped inside hard. He straightened up and probably a little bit unlucky when he put that chip over the top and wasn't able to gather.
O'Connor tackled just outside the quarter. Dane Sorensen takes it ahead, meets Wayne Smith and brushes him off, gets the pass away. This is Stephen Hardy. Hardy tackled by Freeman, or Clark, and by Mountier. Miller. And giving a beautiful ball to Nixon. Nixon over halfway. Gardner's going in with him. Nixon picks up Beckett. Here comes Lane. That's him, the number 7, into the centre of the ground. And he's hit there and put down by Wayne Smith. 2 long runs by both sides. Beckett giving it now to Morocco. He's got a bit of vacant pasture to work in. Here's Greg Mullane looking for his second. He's pulled down a metre from the line. 5 tackles for the Sharks now. Played back to Beckett. Swept away quickly. There's a try to young O'Connor, playing in his first grade debut match and picking up a try. So attack. Dane Sorensen. O'Connor backs him up. Miller, infielder for Morocco. Mountier, Donnelly and Freeman make the tackle. Away goes Beckett. Mullane's with the ball now. This is Stephen Hardy, inside the 22 line. Gets a pass inside. It's been knocked down by West. This is a try. Scored by Robert Lane. awarded by Gosha. Certainly a fair try. Cronulla's third of the match. With him the other day, he put his change in outlook to rugby league down to marriage. I couldn't quite get the gist of it, but that's what he said. So it's with Dane Sorensen now and picking up George Morocco. Morocco getting within about 2 meters of the line. Played back to Beckett, and going to the open side is Dane Sorensen. He may get across himself. He has scored, yes, Dane Sorensen. Well, West's, I haven't for one moment
Held up one of the West's attacking players.
I was just looking at that take of Robert Lane's. It was a great take, and then he's done a complete somersault on his head. Quite spectacular stuff from Robert Lane. However, it's Western Suburbs on the attack now, just inside the quarter. Mountiers the dummy half. Donnelly. Mountier telling Batiste to come around him. He dummies to him and gives it to Clark. In he goes, pops it back down to Mountier. He picks up Terry Lamb. Lamb, oh gee, if anybody deserves a try in this match tonight, it is Terry Lamb. Now a couple of the big men have decided that there's a disagreement on Morocco. Ooh, Morocco and Clark, and there's a bit of nasty business going on. Scott Gale plays football, goes in and scores the try. And being our 200th telecast match, obviously one's mind floods back down through the years, and I'll tell you about it as we go back and look at this try. The immediate match that came to my mind was at Lang Park, Brisbane, when we had a French referee who let the fight go on, and a try was scored just like that, and suddenly the fight stopped.
Yes, it certainly did, but very clever play by young Gale. Very sharp on his feet, isn't he? He sums up, well, he went to throw and move left and got inside Gavin Miller and showed good acceleration to get through a pretty sloppy Cronulla defence there.
I won't be surprised if these two gentlemen at least are sin binned. Broughton out to the 32-metre line. Clark with the tendency to get the arm up. Scott Gale a clean break. Terry Lamb chipped over the top. Eddinghausen leads him. Eddinghausen and Lamb. Eddinghausen's got it for Cronulla.
Yes, West's a bit unfortunate there too, because Brett Gale, after giving that part.
Ball played by Nixon. He's offside, Scott Gale, and he's allowed play to go on quite rightly, and this fellow is going to score, Nixon. Boland's got him, but I think you'll find too late, and Nixon, no, he's got him for double movement. Away goes Terry Lamb now. Nixon coming down to the line. Tackled by Boland. Tackled short. The ball, carrying arm, had actually come.
I'll be surprised if Cronulla don't use the boot. There's a bit of breeze behind them. Gavin Miller there in position. Get the ball down into West territory.
It's one thing to score a try, but it's a hell of a lot harder from 90 metres out. And Steve Broughton has whittled about 25 of those metres away as it's picked up by Batiste. Out to Terry Lamb. Draws Carney, passes. Here goes Green again, down the touchline. Look at him go, but here's a good tackle by Chris Whittle.
Yes, he got across very quickly, didn't he? Another yard, and it could have been a dangerous situation for...
The Magpies, they won it back in 77. Clark. Inside the quarter. And as Keith said, if the Magpies are to make a match of this, they almost have to score in the opening 5 minutes of this last quarter. Scott Gale doing everything he knows to create the gap. This is Harris, and he's tackled about 24 metres out.
You could expect to see Warren Boland in that back line at every opportunity now too, and they got plenty of striking power there.
Greg Cox. Here's Boland, hitting it up. Green, off his left foot, inside two, comes to Eddinghausen, passes to Lamb, and Terry Lamb is in. That's a beautiful piece of football by the Magpies. That was good stuff.
In the western suburbs attack coming from Gale and Liam. Also Boland coming in from behind. And they feel too that Mark Bevan is an added asset in the centre there.
Clark, 12 metres out in front of the uprights, trailing by 10 points. Brett Gale takes it to within about 6 metres of the line. 8 minutes of time remaining. Mountie a dummy half. Cox gets a pass away. Taken by Carney for Cronulla. I doubt that he'll have the speed. Boland's coming across to cover near the halfway.
Now, he certainly didn't have the speed to score a try, but he certainly got Cronulla out of a dangerous situation. It was just unfortunate that pass of Cox's went astray. They had 2 runners there, but unfortunately and it's been a fault of theirs right throughout the game that they've created opportunities, but they haven't been able to capitalise on them.
Dane Sorensen. Whistle. Nixon inside the 22. Oh, he's beaten Warren Boland and he's going in to score Cronulla's 5th try. And if there was any doubt at all, there certainly can't be any more. With Cronulla lead. Fed by Lane, won by Cronulla. Away goes Carney now, right across the paddock. Taken by Terry Lamb. One of the real headaches of the game, a big man running at you when you're as small as Terry, but he took him beautifully head on. Morocco. Miller, a very tired Gavin Miller. Certainly a captain courageous performance tonight. But as I said, he's almost out on his feet now. In fact, you might have just seen one of the Cronulla runners trying to do something with the ball, and the only bloke in his row was Gavin Miller, and Gavin was too tired to even sit down. Here goes Stephen Hardy, who's played very well for his side tonight. Hardy getting it away to Whittle. Whittle putting it on to Nixon. He's in to pick up his second, Nixon. That's his 2nd try. As Cronulla go further in front. And Cronulla advancing to the semi-finals. David Harris. Arthur Mountia, Boland's with him. That's Boland. Now it's Broughton, the pass was forward. Gosha couldn't have been in a better position either. Directly in line with it. Ball thrown forward by Warren Boland and the penalty going to the Sharks. I read with interest where this man Gavin Miller said, if we don't win the cup, I can't see myself staying with Cronulla. Well, he and Cronulla live to fight another day. Morocco, who's worked hard for Cronulla. The siren has sounded. He need work no longer. Not on this particular night anyway. The night of our 200th telecast. Cronulla defeating Western Suburbs by 34 points to 12.
Don't forget to subscribe, add your comments, and share your memories. If you have any old VHS tapes or even DVD to dispose, let me know. Drop me an email on ceagle666@gmail.com.